Coming up in this episode, I leave Lisbon, I ride over an impressive bridge over the estuary, I ride up a beautiful Portuguese boulevard, and I ride into the night to get to the hotel. Good morning. So we're here, we're in Portugal, just arrived in Lisbon. Got the early flight out from Heathrow this morning. The weather's looking pretty good, not as hot as it might be, but it's okay. So we're here on a fly rent experience. So I've ordered a Moto Morini X-Cape 650 from Hertz Ride. So we're going to go and pick that up shortly. And then we've got sort of 4 days riding planned around Portugal. So we're going to go up to the Serra da Estrela and then come back down the coast and take in the Cabo da Roca on the way back. So we've got quite a bit planned over the next 4 days. It's going to be interesting for the fly ride experience for me anyway, because it's the first time I've done it. So I'll try and get as much detail as I can in about that. And riding a Chinese bike. So again, another first for me. And we'll take in some fantastic scenery while we do it, all being well. So I hope you want to come with me. I think it's going to be fantastic. So let's go do it. So here we are, we're at Hertz Ride in Lisbon. Let me show you around. So the parking garage there, front doors. So I've already signed for the bike itself. We're all packed up, we're just about ready to go. So let me go and show you the bike, and then we'll go from there. So here we go, this is what we're going to be on for the next few days. So it's a Moto Morini X-Cape 650 with full luggage. And Hertz do a good thing, so you can bring all your gear in a suitcase on the flight, like I did, and then decant it into the panniers, and then leave the suitcase here. So that's all part of the deal. So yeah, so I plan to we set off from here now, and we head up towards Covilhã, which is up towards the Serra da Estrela. Should take me, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours, something like that. So maybe dark when we get there. Got a hotel booked there. So let's get on the road. Right. So first time aboard it. Well, I'll tell you what, it stands up nicely. Oh, it stands up. Clutch is a bit keen at the bottom end. So here we are, we're away on the bike, we're heading out of Lisbon, and we are heading for Covilhã today, which is about 170 miles. It's already 13:38, so I'm a bit behind where I wanted to be honest, but things rarely go to plan when you're doing adventures like this. That's all part of the attraction, I think. So first thing is to navigate our way out of Lisbon itself, and then from there we'll start heading into a bit of nice countryside up towards Covilhã and the Serra da Estrela, which is on the cards for tomorrow. Hopefully we won't see any snow up there. It's at about 2,000 metres and the weather is unseasonably cold just now in Portugal. So we might see snow, but I'm hoping we don't. Anyway, let's do one thing at once. Let's get out of Lisbon. first very early impressions of this bike are good. I mean, the clutch is a little bit of an acquired taste. It's a manual clutch, not hydraulic, so it's a little bit agricultural, but I think it's just something that I need to get used to, and then it'll be just fine. Everything else about the bike, it seems to stop okay, seems to go okay. Quite smooth. Once you get it 3,000 revs and above, it's quite smooth. So yeah, initial feelings pretty good. The service I just got from Hertz Ride as well was fantastic. So I dealt with Bernardo there, and not only did he do all the paperwork, help me navigate the app and connect my phone to the bike, etc., but he gave me a couple of tips of places to go when we're up in the Serra da Estrela. So you can't grumble when you get some good tips. So you can see that the roads are a little bit wet, so there's been a bit of rain knocking about, sporadic showers, that sort of thing. Not raining right now, which is lovely, and temperature's good. It's about 16 degrees, so for this time of year, for an Englishman, this is great. So just crossing this rather impressive bridge takes us to the other side of the estuary, just next to Lisbon. And yeah, as I say, that's an impressive bridge. A bit breezy up here, so if the audio is a bit poor, my apologies. So I can confirm that the Moto Morini does not give a lot of weather protection, so I'm in an awful lot of buffeting here. I think the windscreen will go into a higher position, I just can't move it right now, so we'll check that out later in the trip, and I'll work out how to move it, and we'll try it in the up position to see if it's better. But yeah, right now I'm getting a fair bit of buffeting to the helmet. There's quite a lot of wind on the shoulders. What, 120k we're doing just now. So it's about 75 miles per 75 miles per hour for imperial viewers. I think we'll be a bit less exposed when we get off this bridge. This impressive bridge. Did I mention it's an impressive bridge? Clear of Lisbon now, and after crossing the impressive bridge, we're now sort of in a bit of countryside. Very straight road, not very inspiring, but you know it's outside of Lisbon, so that's a bonus. I'm just going to stop in a second and make sure we are going the right way. I think we are, but I just want to double check. So yeah, making good progress, about 45k covered so far, so yeah, check in with you in a bit. There's been a transformation, so we're a bit dry and barren, the roads are straight, so we're starting to get a few curves in the road now, as we keep heading north, and it's turned quite lush and green. Just passed over a river that was fit to burst, so they obviously had higher than average rainfall recently around here, and actually the guy at Hertz said that for the past 2 weeks it has been very out of character weather for Portugal, much wetter than they usually get. So I think that's just something I'm going to have to deal with, but that's okay, because I'm riding in Portugal. I mean, you just have to remind yourself how lucky you are at times like this, and I'm so lucky to be riding in Portugal. And this is just the start of it. As we get further north, the roads will get better and better. We'll get up to the mountains. We'll go to the highest point in Portugal as well, in the Serra da Estrela, and hopefully there won't be any snow up there, but we'll see. Bike's performing well. Keep having to remind myself that it's a 650 before I do overtakes. But for what it is, it's a budget bike at the end of the day. It rides pretty well. The seat's still comfortable. I've been going a good hour and a bit now. The seat's still comfortable, so that's looking good. It stops well. The brakes are good. You do need to keep the revs slightly elevated to get decent power from the engine, but when you do that, it does prove to be a very flexible bike, and it's nice to ride. So I don't really have anything bad to say about the bike yet. I'll do a sort of full review at some point during this series. We'll sit down, have a look at the bike, go through the specs, and the price, of course. The price is a very attractive part of this bike. But meanwhile, let's enjoy the scenery, and keep our fingers crossed that the rain will stop at some point soon. It's a very pretty bit of road with the trees down either side, boulevard-esque. I don't know what the equivalent of a boulevard is in Portugal, but we appear to be on one. You can see all the water lining the fields there from recent rains. It's definitely been quite wet around here. It still is quite wet around here. Hello sheepies. Nice thick coats on, nice and warm. Very clean. Okay, so we're continuing. We're probably over halfway now to today's destination, so we're doing quite well. It's only 5 to 4. However, the weather looks like it may take a turn for the worse. We've got a lot of grey clouds around, so I think we might be getting wet again soon, but just got to deal with that. As you can see, this is the main river through Abrantes, and that is one full river, very brown. Okay, it's brought a lot of silt down from the mountains, but yeah, same theme continues. We got a little bit lost in Abrantes there to backtrack. Anyway, we're now leaving on the N2, same road we came in on. And that might seem like that should be an easy thing to do through Abrantes, but I managed to get it wrong. Anyway, we're away. So I guess we're getting into the foothills of the national park where I'm heading to tonight. So we're getting some nice inclines, descents. It's getting a bit more twisty, very heavily forested now as well. So we are starting to get a taste, just a little taste of what we might get tomorrow. And I like the taste. Beautiful around here. Purple heather, tall trees, twisty road, beautiful. The sky is finally clearing up, actually, just before it goes dark, so yeah, hopefully if it stays clear we could get a really nice morning tomorrow, fingers crossed. Look at that view, just soak it in. Oh, we have snow on the top over there without a doubt, so that's where we're heading tomorrow. Could be interesting. Well, we're heading there tomorrow if it's open. That's our first view of the highest point in Portugal, and where I intend to go tomorrow morning. I intend to take you with me, but I need to double check tonight that that is possible. Quite a bit of mud on the road there. I think they've been logging. I think that was the reason for the mud there. You can see where the trucks have been turning around that corner. So we filled up with fuel. It's been over a full tank. So it's a fantastic feeling when you hit the reserve and then you stop and you fill the tank up, and you just feel complete again. And obviously it takes out the fuel anxiety as well, you know, that's probably a big part of it. But anyway, we got fuel, feeling great. This road up to Fundão is like 47k, I think it said. So we're going to enjoy this, and then my hotel for the night is just beyond Fundão. So everything is working out fantastic. So I've arrived, I'm at the hotel in Covilhã. Good day's ride, really long day's ride. It's about 8 p.m. now, and including the flight, I mean, I was up at 3 this morning. So a very long day, but now I'm perfectly positioned for tomorrow to get straight into the national park, into the mountainous roads, etc. So I'm super excited about that. Tonight, just going to have a bit of food, a couple of beers. It was a 200-mile day today, so that was a cracker, and I'm sure tomorrow is going to be better. I hope you like this episode. If you did, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and I'll do more of this tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Hope you come along for the ride. I've been the Motorcycle Wanderer. Take care. Coming up in this episode, I take a wrong turn into a small village. I ride up some beautiful mountain roads. I ride up into the mist. I ride on through some heavy rain. So good morning everybody, good morning from Portugal, episode 2. I hope you enjoyed episode 1. A little bit grey and misty this morning. I think the rain's just stopped, so that's a good thing. We're going to try and get to the highest point in Portugal today. Hopefully we can see something. Let's go, see what it's like, and then make plans from there onwards. The bike, by the way, is in an underground garage, nice and warm. I'll see you on the road shortly. Thanks for watching. So good morning from not so sunny Portugal. So I just left the Hotel Covilha Dona Maria and we're heading up into the mountains. Hopefully we're going to get some mist-free views, but we'll find out when we get there. As you can see, certainly not mist-free right now, but we'll go and have a look and see what the score is. So we're just heading out of Covilha now. Going to go north a bit and then start to track west on one of the higher roads. And then we'll see where we go from there. After climbing north out of Covilha for a short period, I took a turn off a roundabout that rapidly turned into this cobbled surface. Definitely figured I was on the wrong road. Maybe stop and have a look at this bit of tarmac here. So, I did indeed take the wrong road. This is a no through road, which is why it looks very residents only styly, because it is. Look at the roundabout. So they're not very good at putting numbers on the roundabout signs. There's no road number. So if you don't remember one of the destinations you got into, you take the wrong turn, like I did. So an update, so we've just turned left onto the N232, which is the iconic road I talked of earlier. So looking forward to riding this now. Although I didn't notice at the time, I passed a series of these boards at the side of the road which indicated whether the individual classes were open or not. So we're just climbing out of, I think it was Mantegas. Sorry if I'm destroying that pronunciation, which I almost certainly am. But this is the real sort of iconic bit of this road, so heading over towards Guvia. Absolutely beautiful, climbing up through these forested roads. First bit of sun of today. Life is good. Wow, an almost dry bit of road there. Life is very good. Okay, so it turns out we are on the right road. Always worth stopping and checking just before you go too far. Right, let us continue. I didn't expect some more rain now, but rain it is. Passing shower. Beautiful road. Not any epic views from here, unfortunately, because it's a bit of a sort of plateau type situation rather than an actual peak. But beautiful nonetheless. Unusual landscape, very rounded stones. Rocks, not really stones, are they? Oh, looks like some sort of cafe there. Might stop and get a coffee. What do you reckon? I was quite cold at this point and ready for a coffee, but then I suddenly realised that, of course, I only had cards on me and no cash, and this place didn't look like it was going to take cards. I tried anyway. So that was a no, unfortunately. That's only accepts Portuguese cards. I think that's what he said, either Portuguese cards or cash only. But yeah, neither of which I have. Should have got some cash out of the bank really, but there you go. Okay, so onward. We'll find a coffee a bit further on. So of course today we are riding in the Serra da Estrela, which is a park natural in Portugal, and it contains the highest point in Portugal, which all being well we will do slightly later today if the road is open. That sits at about 1,993 meters. I believe there is some snow knocking about around there, so I guess I will go and try and get there later today, see how we get on. But in the meantime, we're just a bit further north of that, traversing in a generally westerly direction over to Gouveia on the N232. And it is a wonderful road. Absolute blast in the summer with some good temperatures, although I expect it will be a good bit busier. Camper vans a go-go maybe. Whereas, as you can see right now, the road is my own. Catch me now, just heading south a little bit on the N17. I was going to take the more wiggly road to the left of this road, running parallel, but time is upon me, so I thought I'll do 20k down here to make up a bit of time. And it's a nice road anyway, to be fair. And then we're going to go left again to Sia. Start climbing back up into the mountains again, and that's going to take us to the road that will hopefully take us over the highest point in Portugal. So stay with me, let's see if we make it. Climbing out of Sia, I was struck by the beauty of this little bit of the town centre with the hanging baskets and the cobbles, and yeah, just really struck me as beautiful. I don't actually know my altitude now, but I do know it's when we get to Torre at the top, the highest point in Portugal, will be 7 meters shy of 2,000 meters. So not an insignificant altitude. plenty high enough for snow, and I think we'll see a bit of snow around there. Hopefully not on the road.
I really should have recognised this snowplough for the omen that it was.
There's a lake, fairly high altitude lake. Feel the chill in the air now. 1500 metres, there we go. So we've still got almost 500 to go up to the Torre. Casa de Lagoa. Wow. I don't know. Wow, I did not expect that. You get surprised sometimes, and that was one of those times. Look at the size of that, the thing is huge.
This turned out to be the dam wall for the Lagoa Comprida. Water construction, absolutely huge and impressive.
Just 1700, okay. I would have thought it was a bit higher. It's climbing a bit slower than I thought. Okay, now this is as far as I go, unfortunately. I've got a bit of snow on the road, so now it's time for me to turn round. Sorry guys. I go no further. That's just a bit too risky for me. Down we go. Okay, that's a shame, but hey ho, you know, that's how it is. Okay, so we've got the road to Piedao down there. So we're going to follow that. That was one of the tips given to me by Bernardo at Hertz. So let's head down here. Sorry again for the pronunciation. Sorry if I seem obsessed with the weather, but right now it is dictating most of what I do and how I plan. Welcome to the life of a motorcyclist. Something I always notice as well as a motorcyclist, I have a good memory of what the weather was like from one month to the next, whether that's in the UK or away on holidays. And if you never ride a motorbike and you're never actually susceptible to the outdoor weather conditions, I think the memory just blanks out the bad days quite quickly, or blanks out the good days. But either way, it means you have a less clear recollection of the weather. It's something I've noticed over many years, that as a motorcyclist we have a much better recollection of dry spells, wet spells, cold spells, warm spells, etc. because we're living it every day when we ride. So apologies again for being obsessed with the weather, but I think it sort of comes with the territory. So you joined me about 20 minutes after that last recording. The road in between then and now has been fantastic. It was dry, It's considerably warmer. Beautiful road. So that's the road if you're coming down from Torre to take the signs for Portugal. Sorry for the pronunciation. It's a brown sign, touristy sign, because this road is amazing. It's just getting a bit damp now, but yeah, amazing road. Houses perched on the side, and this is the sort of thing this village is, well, from the picture looks like it's famous for. Just a larger accumulation of them, I guess, but I mean, these are, look at the terracing and the precariously positioned houses. Let's try this one first. Let's see if we can get a coffee here. Hola. And cafe?
Small or big one?
Big one, please. Yeah.
No milk?
No milk. No, just black. Thank you. What a nice coffee there. I'm sure this is a beautiful place to visit when it's nice. But anyway, I got some money out, had a coffee, and bought a fridge magnet. Right, I'm going to start heading for Cirta, which is where I'm staying tonight. I think I've probably got 2 hours to get there. It's getting on for 3 o'clock now, so it is time to leave the mountains. And also it's forecast to rain here for 2 hours now. So it's definitely a good time to leave the mountains. Okay, let's boogaloo. Rugged hairpins going on here. So I just ended up in the heaviest downpour of the day. It was absolutely biblical. So I ended up just taking refuge under the awning of this building that's for sale. Looks like it might have been a restaurant or something. It's quite large. And also I had to set the next navigation point. So I've done that, and the next navigation point is the hotel for the night. It's telling me it's 38 minutes away. So we're going to get on the bike and we're going to do it. And then we're going to try and get everything dry, because I'm a little bit soggy. Right, let's go.
After performing admirably in the rain all day, the helmet camera finally succumbed to the moisture, and I was only left with this camera and no appreciable audio for the final stretch back to the hotel.
Well, what can I say? What a day. I think I captured enough on the video to sort of let you know the sort of day it's been. Yeah, I mean, rarely have I ridden in so much rain, heavy rain. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, so the waterproofs were brilliant, but it just managed to creep in at the neck and a few other places. So yeah, quite damp at the top there. Anyway, I'm here. Sirtia, Hotel La Verda, looks very nice, very clean room, really clean, so very pleased with that. Looks like a fantastic shower, which I'm going to be in for about half an hour now, just to warm through and thaw out. So rain aside, was a fantastic day anyway. The roads were brilliant. I really do want to come back here when it's sunny. Those roads were absolutely epic. So yeah, I'd love to come back and ride them in the sunshine. Unfortunately we couldn't get to the top today, but hey ho, sometimes that happens. Tomorrow's another day. Looking to travel across the country, sort of westwards tomorrow, out towards the coast, and then drop down the coast and end up in Sintra, which is quite close to Lisbon, ready to drop the bike off the following day. So hopefully drier day tomorrow, fingers crossed. But yeah, we're here. Thanks for coming with me. If you liked today's episode despite all the rain, please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe, and more videos coming soon. This has been the Motorcycle Wanderer. Thanks guys.
Coming up in this episode, I ride alongside a fantastic lake. We ride high into the mountains in the sunshine. We take in the views. We have a problem with the bike, and we try to work out what's wrong.
Oh, good morning everybody. Yes, your eyes don't deceive you. The sun is out. Finally, day 3, we've got a bit of sun. Yesterday, as you saw from my outro, the weather was, doesn't even worth mentioning again. It's terrible. Anyway, today the outlook's looking great. Right now, it's looking fantastic. So I'm going to get on the road. The plan today is to head westwards and more or less until we hit the coast, and then I'm going to head down south, and we're going to end up the day in Sintra. So we're starting in Sirtia, and we're going to end up in Sintra. That's the plan. I'm the Motorcycle Wanderer. let's get on the road. So on the road, it's just after 10, so didn't rush to get away this morning. Just in Sirtia, sort of mid-Portugal. We're a distance south of the Serra da Estrela, where we were yesterday. No mountains today. Heading west to the coast, and then south to Sintra. But there's a national park along the way. There's a bit of a sort of lake area to look at as well. So hopefully some interesting scenery, some good roads. So let's go. Let's get a splash of fuel, guys. Bom dia. It's okay or? Yeah, okay. Okay. Fuel on board. Beautiful. Now this is what I came to Portugal for, this sort of weather. It's been a bit of a wait, but it's here now. Oh, and it's so good. So this is totally different scenery obviously to the last couple of days. So we've got olive trees now today, so at a much lower altitude, and as we head towards the coast we'll continue to drop. There might be a couple of small hills in between, but in general we're going to be at much lower altitude today, so I'm looking forward to the warmer temperatures and the different scenery. This is beautiful around here. This is the M533 heading west from Sirtia. Starting to track down south, following the river. Big valley there next to us on the right, and the river sort of pools in a series of lakes here. We're going to go around one of these little fingers jutting off, and then we should come to a little bit of a scenic spot soon. You can just see the lake down there in the bottom. Super forested around here, and a lovely twisty dry road. What more could you ask for? Absolutely nothing. Loving it. You're crossing the little finger, I want to say estuary, but it's not really an estuary, is it? Beautiful, how serene. Ah, absolutely beautiful. See the road tracking back up the hill on this side here. Epic view up the valley. For reasons of weather, I haven't yet done a review of the bike. I mean, a quick update. Yeah, it's performing really well. I enjoyed it a lot yesterday. Even in the rain, it was it was a well-behaved, good handling bike, and in the dry, it's a lot of fun. I haven't been wringing its neck. That's not really my style. I prefer to just ride, relax, and enjoy. And for that sort of pursuit, this bike is top dollar. Okay, now we do left right dog leg here. We're heading for Villa de Rey. And for this sort of riding, through the countryside, no real time pressure, beautiful. Handled the motorway section well as well, it has to be said, but not as well as a bigger touring bike, obviously. Higher revs, plus wind protection. But for speeds up to 90, 100k, it's fine. It's perfectly acceptable. It's relaxing. Very easy bike to move around. Yeah, it's got a lot of plus points. So just heading up the hill to the viewpoint, and we'll get some pickies. Beautiful lake and picturesque village down there. This road is still absolutely fantastic. Done a lot of single track, but we're on a 2-lane road just now, but it doesn't really detract at all from its beauty. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So I just stopped off at the viewpoint on the way up here. Some good stills, but I thought I'd give you a bit of a shot of the structure. So they built some beautiful wooden steps up here, so you don't have to struggle. You can just climb on straight up. View's even spectacular from this level. But when you start getting up here, the view is fantastic. So the viewing platform goes right out over there. Got an almost 360-degree view here. Absolutely beautiful. Just feast your eyes on that. Okay, let's go back down to the bike and we'll continue. Beautiful day, such a contrast to yesterday. This is what I came to Portugal for. Beautiful. Okay, so that was Miradouro de Fernandes. We're going to continue along this beautiful road. Really nice when they get a viewpoint like that. I've got a problem with the gears. The shifting down is becoming an issue. I'm stuck. I can't go below 5th right now. Oh dear. So this is a problem. We've got 4th. Just had this problem arriving at the Mirador for the first time, but I didn't think it was going to be an ongoing problem. We're down to 2. Okay, we have 1. It seems to be working again for now. Changing up is not an issue. The changing up is great, but it just wouldn't change down at all then. I'm changing down okay again now. Okay, maybe a blip. Maybe a blip. Let's hope so. Okay, we're in 4th. I'm down to 3rd, okay. Yeah, you have to nudge up in order to get it down. Wow. I mean, it's not a stopper, but it's a fairly big problem. Oh, that downshift is becoming very stiff as well now. Moderately concerned. But we'll crack on. We'll crack on and see what transpires. Maybe the oil level's low or something. Maybe stop at the garage, see if the oil level's low in it. Maybe I'm not getting a warning light or anything, but it'd be worth checking. Yeah, again. Go to the side of the road just in case something comes. I'll wait first, guys. Okay, I've got first. So your first downshift is okay, and when you go for your second downshift consecutively, it won't downshift. So that first one's gone in, quite stiff. Doesn't feel like a clutch issue, because the clutch disconnects okay. Across that bridge, That's an impressive bridge. Rio Zezé. Beautiful. These long corners are wonderful. It's a great surface as well. So just checking the oil level. So she's about balanced there. You can see the oil in the sight glass there. It's about the right level. So oil wise, I think we're good. So it's a bit of a mystery what could be wrong. A loose bolt there on the side stand there that we need to rectify. So I discovered a loose bolt. It's actually holding on the side stand switch, but it looks like it might have been protruding far enough to interfere with the gear lever. So I'm hopeful, I'm slightly optimistic that has fixed it.
So having identified an issue, I borrowed a couple of spanners from the tyre fitting place I'd stopped next to, and I tightened up the bolt. So now is the moment of truth. Let's see if we've fixed it.
Gear change is feeling a lot better. Yeah, I think that's fixed it. Okay, so it seems like that was the issue. It feels like that is now fixed. So just a loose bolt.
So the bolt in question, the one we showed in the video that was loose, was protruding far enough that it was affecting the gear shift. It was making it very difficult to downshift because the gear shift couldn't rebound when you shifted down once. Hence the reason you could get one downshift, but you couldn't get a second without nudging it up manually. As the bolt protruded a bit more, the downshift became stiffer and stiffer as well. So yeah, that whole thing due to a bolt that was getting looser and gradually protruding a bit more. So good fix, onward.
The roads are quite small around here, even the fairly major ones. This is not a major one obviously, but we just came through a village centre that was very tight, very blind, and that was on one of the route nationals. So there's no sort of standard width for the route nationals here. It's a really unusual landscape, without doubt. I just selected a destination on Google Maps, and it brought me this wonderful route through places I would never have seen otherwise. It's really great. I'm loving it. In a different park naturel now. I'll put the name on the screen. I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head, but I'll put the name on the screen. But very, very different to the last one. Much more barren landscape. Lots of dry stone walls, scrub. You can tell there's much less rainfall around here. Beautiful in its own way. Glacial shape to the valley. There's my first view of the Atlantic Ocean. Just popped over the top of this crest and there it is. So we're heading to Peniche or Peniche, which is a little promontory on the coast, and we should be there in about an hour. Impressive lighthouse. At the top. So not an active lighthouse anymore. So we're just continuing around the headland of Peniche. And then we're going to head south to Sintra, which is where I'm staying tonight. And it's about just under 2 hours according to Google Maps to get down there. So it's 4:45 now, so I should be there before 6, which is just about right. Large sand dunes, grass covered sand dunes, they're huge. It's been quite a bizarre coast road so far, this one. It goes through a lot of phases. Industrial, I mean we're running between sand dunes now, but industrial phases, little village phases. Yeah, it's got everything, this road. Lots of things you don't want, and some you do, but it's got a bit of everything. You catch me on the N247, the coast road, still heading down to Sintra. It's been interesting. The Google Maps keeps sending me on all sorts of cut-through routes. Another one I think I'm just about to do now, and I think we're sort of cutting out the junctions in the main towns. So it's sending me down this one now, 3 kilometres down here. So this will be another cut-through, and then we'll end up on the N247 again. I mean, it's good in one way, because I'm potentially avoiding traffic, although I have no idea how much. Some of these roads are really tight. If you're on a large bike, you may struggle with them. So just keep that in mind if you're doing this and you're following Google Maps. Some of these cut-throughs are challenging, to say the least. Anyway, we'll carry on. Should be in Sintra in about 20 minutes, I believe. See you then. I think that's it there. Oh, that's definitely it there. Okay, well, this appears to be it. Hello! So, made it to Sintra. So, it's just outside of Lisbon. Yeah, good day riding. Especially the early bit, you know, different scenery, olive trees, sunny all day, quite windy as the day wore on. Popped into Peniche, saw the ocean, and then rode down the coast down to Sintra. So probably a shorter day in terms of kilometres, but about the same length. So I've ridden about probably 8 hours today. Perfectly positioned now for a quick trip to Cabo de Roca in the morning, followed by back to Lisbon, where I've got to drop the bike off by midday. Guest house is great. The guy, probably hear him in the background, I think he's got some more guests arriving. So he just gave me some port, we had a good chat, gave me a cup of tea, really looked after me. He's booked a table at the local restaurant for my dinner. Really nice place. So I'm going to get a quick shower and dive out to get some dinner. So again, thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, thanks for coming with me. Please like and subscribe, support the channel, and look out for the next episode. Thanks again. I've been the Motorcycle Wanderer.
Coming up in this episode, I check out a beautiful coastal viewpoint, I review the rental bike, I ride some great coastal roads, I check out Cabo de Roca, and I return the rental to Lisbon.
Good morning. Welcome to Sintra. So it's about 8:15 in the morning. I'm up and ready to go and get a bit of breakfast. As you can see, we've got beautiful weather again. Plan for today, we're not far from Lisbon, so the plan from today is just to pop around to, I've forgotten the name now, there's a cape close to here. We're going to pop round to there, get some photographs, get some video, and then we'll just take the coast road back into Lisbon. We've got to drop the bike off at 12 o'clock, and then unfortunately this adventure will be over. But it's been great, it's certainly been an adventure. Once again, thanks for coming with me. I am the Motorcycle Wanderer. Let's get on the road. Thank you.
Till next time.
Till next time, yeah, it was really nice, thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoyed.
Joe, have a safe trip.
Yeah, will do.
Drive carefully.
Take care, thank you. Thank you. So, good morning. So that was a night spent in Sintra near Lisbon. The Galo Preto guest house. Really nice place, very welcoming. The food was fantastic. So today we're positioned very close to Lisbon anyway. I've got 2.5 hours till I need to drop the bike off. So a couple of spots out by the ocean, take some photos, etc. And then we'll take the coast road back round into Lisbon. So come with me. So the first place we're going to go is Azenjas. It's described to me as a sort of mini Santorini sort of place, you know, white painted buildings on a cliffside. So I've set the sat nav for a viewpoint overlooking that, so should be there in a few minutes. Let's see how we get on. Just the most wonderful breakfast. I do recommend that place for the food, certainly. It's beautiful, and the welcoming nature of the host. It's a really nice place to stay. So the area of Sintra that we're sort of going to ride around here on the coast road is where the Portuguese royal family used to reside until they fled the country in 1910. I'll try and get a shot of the Palace de Peña today. I'm not going to go up to any of the usual viewpoints because it's a Saturday morning and all the reports say the traffic on the hill itself will be absolutely awful. It'll be very busy, so I didn't really want to go near that, maybe another time, but I'll try and get a shot from the coast road. If I see a decent shot, I'll stop and get one. I think we caught a glimpse of it on the way in yesterday afternoon, just from a distance anyway, but yeah, I'll try and get a better shot today. It's quite an impressive structure. And the colours it's painted are really standout colours as well. So watch this space, we'll try. Meanwhile, Azenjas de Mar. Right, so here we are, Azenjas de Mar. There's a bit of a walk down to the viewpoint. Let's go and have a look, get some shots. What a truly beautiful morning! Really crystal clear sunlight. Smell of the ocean. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me show you the view. Okay, as promised, I'm going to give you a bit of a review of the Moto Morini X-Cape 650 that I've been riding for about the last 950 kilometers around Portugal. So there she is, there's the bike. So I got this one from Hertz Ride in Lisbon. They were fantastic, very accommodating when I picked it up. I've got it until 12 o'clock today, like I say, 950 kilometers covered so far. Comes with full luggage, which is a must, you know, on a trip like this. So I brought it over on a flight, brought my luggage over on a flight in a suitcase, pre-packed in the bags, and then I could just drop it in the panniers when I arrived. So the bike itself, 649cc, 60 horsepower, dry weight of about 213 kilos, I think. So I'd maybe 15 kilos on top of that for the wet weight. So what we're talking about, 230 for the wet weight. So it's not the lightest thing ever. Moto Morini brand, manufactured in China. Brakes are Brembo's. The brakes have been lovely, actually. Not the most powerful brakes I've ever felt, but perfectly adequate for the for this size of motorcycle, and one up. I don't know if I would fancy 2 up on this bike. I think it might struggle a little bit, but for one person on there, absolutely perfect. And it's been about the right size for the mountains around Portugal as well, I would say. Some of the roads have been quite tight, poor surface, etc. So your extra suspension travel on this, and the fact that the bike is very easy to handle. It's got quite a low centre of gravity, especially with the panniers on there. The centre of gravity is quite low, so I haven't struggled handling it at all. So yeah, all in all, really good bike. Did give me a little bit of lower back pain, nothing drastic at all, but just became a bit noticeable after day 2, but nothing that a good stretch in the saddle doesn't sort out. So nothing really to worry about there. I did try to connect up the navigation app. That didn't really work for me. I got it connected, got my destination logged in there, but you have to leave your phone on that app. There's a little lock button and you can lock it to that app. But I didn't really like that at all, and the view it gave you on the map was very, very zoomed in as well. So I didn't really get on with that. So I've just been using Google Maps and audio directions only, and I've got on just fine. So not really a problem. I'll just give you a quick look at the dash. Don't know if you can see that in the bright sunlight. I think you can. So a fairly basic dash. You know, you've got the usual things: speed, mileage, trips, time, gear position, revs, and there's a few other bits you can look at. So, you know, if you go to the music, I haven't got my phone connected, so yeah, you can play music through there. You can answer the phone, and that's your navigation one there if you want to go in there. I didn't use any of those, like I say, and it's been a perfectly good bike anyway. Tank capacity 18 litres. I've been getting 300 plus K out of that tank, so getting on for 200 miles. Seat height is 820 to 845, so not a particularly tall bike. Sorry, car just came in behind me, made me move. Thank you. Not a particularly tall bike, quite easy to handle, and I'm quite short. I'm only 5'7", so yeah, no problems as far as that's concerned. So that's it. That's your quick review of the Moto Morini X-Cape 650 from Hertz Ride. Okay, so that was Azenhas Domar. Quick review of the bike, and now we're on to Cabo da Roca. bikes out this morning, Saturday morning I guess. No different to the UK. You get a lot of people out on the weekend. Are normally at work on Monday to Friday. We've got the right turn coming up, that I think is the final bit down to Cabo da Roca. So here we are, Cabo da Roca. Let's have a look around. Lighthouse up on the top there. Beautiful blue of the Atlantic. Clouds in the distance. No clouds here. Probably a bit early for a pina colada. For me anyway, you know. I'm not going to speak for any of you watching. If you like a pina colada at 10:30, go for it. Dip your bread, as we would say up north. Let's go and have a look at the view. Okay, so that was Cabo da Roca. And it's saying an hour and 3 minutes from when we set off to get back to Hertz, and it's 3 minutes to 11, so that should get me there bang on midday. So let's go.
as I set off on the final leg back down to Lisbon, I reflected on what I'd seen in the 3 days touring around Portugal, from snow and rain in the mountains, through the natural parks in the central region, and then out to the rugged coast that I'd tracked down for the last day or so to get back down to Sintra and then finally Lisbon. And I reflected on how lucky I am to have the opportunity to do these trips and to share them with you.
Beach. Didn't realise it was so beachy, so close to Lisbon. It's like a yacht regatta going on. So many yachts out there. Must be 25 yachts. 25 yachts. Nice breeze blowing today, though. Perfect day for sailing. Here we are, back at Hertz. 10 minutes to spare. Perfect. Hey guys, so back at the airport now. Fantastic trip, 3-4 days, load of rain to be fair, but you know, didn't detract from the fact that the roads were great. I will have to come back here again in the sun, of course, you know, so it's another reason to come back to Portugal. But thanks for coming with me. If you liked what you saw, and I hope you did, please give me the thumbs up and subscribe, support the channel, and I look forward to going on more adventures with you in the near future. The next one I'm going on is Corsica, and I'm hoping to have that online, first episode at least, online by the end of May, I would think. So look out for that, set the notification bell, and that'll let you know when that's coming up as well, so you don't miss it. I've been the Motorcycle Wanderer, and I look forward to wandering with you again. Take care guys, see you soon, bye bye.